You guys like to get peed on?
Somebody nut in us. We need to pass double. I'm a serial killer. Porn.
If you want someone to nut in us,
We need to pass double. Porn.
a lot. I'm a
Porn.
And welcome back to another edition of Below the Influence, the only show that Mike checks like Russell 1-2. I'm your host, Wet D-Lo, and this is my co-host.
Scorpion lover, Jacobo Lowrider. In
That's
the
what I'm
flesh.
talking about.
That is what I'm talking about. How are you doing this week, Mel?
I'm good. I'm really good, actually. One could say I'm great.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't complain. You know, every now and then life is, and you know, I'm going to be watching this one day when things aren't good, and I'm going to remember this feeling, because every now and then life is just, it's just good.
Peachy.
You know what I mean? Like, I can sit and complain left and right, and I'm sure I will the drunker I get here, but life, I can't complain right now. Life is great friends, great family.
better pizza, better ingredients.
No, Olive Garden.
I love Papa John's.
How's your weekend going?
My weekend, my weekend was good. You know,
Literally the furthest away from the weekend. It's a Wednesday. We can't get
I
any
I cannot complain. Freddie, let me ask you this:
I'm sorry, I lost.
how are you doing? I don't think we've ever actually asked you because nobody cares. But
I was gonna say, do
let's
you guys
pretend that
actually
we
care?
do. Under
Well,
the,
if you cared,
You
I
know
am
I care.
doing terrible. I have filed bankruptcy 6 times.
all right, I've
in
heard
the last
enough.
3 months. Okay.
Well, let's.
To you know, bankruptcy and reverse bankruptcy and bankruptcy and snip, snap, snip, snap, snip.
Freddie filed a reverse mortgage, even
I
though he
actually
doesn't own his
filed
home.
bankruptcy on each one of the social security numbers that I use for getting loans. It's terrible.
That one went down funky.
Funky monkey, funky chunky monkey, baby.
Oh man, rum is tough.
Is that rum? Bacardi? I guess so.
It's the Bacardi party.
Well, okay. Let's see here. We've got a lot of topics to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess let's start off with how do you feel about tipping, Mel? Do you tip?
I tip, but I tip a reasonable amount based on my experience. If it was shit, I'm gonna give you a shit tip. Now, if I go to a restaurant and the chick at the front clicks on an iPad and then turns it around, I'm not tipping.
You don't think that they deserve a tip?
I don't think. Would you tip someone at the grocery store for ringing up your groceries?
Did they bag my groceries to satisfaction?
Sure.
No.
Exactly. So I'm not tipping the chick with a little iPad flipping it around.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that. Anytime I see somebody flip a little fucking iPad,
And then they give you a stink
I
look.
get triggered.
Yeah, this tip isn't going towards the guy who's actually cooking my food. He doesn't need a tip. He gets paid enough. You know, I don't know why they expect a tip.
I've been seeing a lot of like tip jars at places like Carl's Jr. I saw a tip jar at Wendy's the other day.
You think they split it at the end of the shift, or how?
I'm
do you
not
think
sure
they-
what they're. I mean, there's no tips in the jar. Like I think most people, the overall sentiment is nobody wants to tip fast food workers, even though, you know, they probably deserve it a little bit more than like a server at a restaurant. But
Well, I think the thing behind serving or tipping servers is that they make significantly less than most food.
I mean, they have to make at least minimum wage, right?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
well, here in California, yeah, but there's other states that have server's wage, which like if minimum wage is like $7, their server's wage is like $3, because they earn enough in tips to make up for what they. It's stupid.
I couldn't be in an industry like that. For one, I wouldn't want to work around food.
You'd eat.
I would eat it, and then I would get tired of it, and then at the same time, I wouldn't want to deal with people's food. I'm not into. I mean, you've heard me say it time and time again. People's mouths gross me out. So forks, things that have been in your plates, your chicken wings, I'm not touching that shit. But in short, I do tip when I think it's appropriate.
Exceptional service.
You know, the guy delivering the pizza, I will tip, but I'm not going above and beyond because then again, that's your job.
Yeah, I went to What a Lot of Pizza. I think it was on when was that? What was that night that I had all you guys over here? Was that Bud's Giving?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we went to go pick up the pizza at the pizza place, guy did the little iPad flip, and I think he actually called me out. He's like, "No tip." I'm like, I came to pick up the pizzas.
Yeah.
Like, why? I'm not understanding. Like, you just
You
took
worked
it
the
out of the
register.
oven, right? And then you put it in the box, and you handed it to me, and I'm the one paying.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm not.
I don't know, Freddie. Do you tip?
Did he smile at you?
No, he was fucking rude.
I would tip. I usually tend to tip, especially if I'm in like a big group or we're being ridiculous.
So you're shamed. You feel like you're pressured to tip. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm
No,
just saying,
I
like,
feel
if,
that.
If,
A big
if we're in
group is-
Societal
group
pressures?
and like people, are being assholes or yelling or confusing or whatever.
A lot of
and
requests
I know, and I know
this
it's giving
and
a
that.
bad time to the waiter. I'll tip.
You tip when it's appropriate.
Yeah,
do you
exactly,
Tip, do you
but-
tip the iPad flippers?
No,
I know
not
you,
the iPad.
I know
flip.
you do.
Well, the iPad flippers, depending if they actually do more than click the buttons and flip the iPad, then yes. But if they're just doing that, no, fuck them.
I don't know. I think that I'm just gonna make like a blanket rule where if they flip an iPad, I'm not tipping.
Well, what if they flip the iPad and then go and like make your food and fucking do everything else?
Oh, that's just a poor business model. I don't know what to tell you. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to tip them before they serve me? I don't know what the service is going to be like.
I mean, you'd see like the person ahead of you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or
Oh,
like
so-
if there's no one else in the restaurant.
you have to have
there.
situational awareness, Jake.
There's too many variables here. No tips. Nobody gets tips.
across the board.
What about Uber?
God.
When do you tip an Uber driver?
I do Uber Eats and I tip $3 every time.
You know what? I do the same thing actually, regardless of the size of my
It's
order.
like $6.50, $13. It's $3. Sorry, bud.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting nickeled and dimed. Like everywhere that I turn. Like
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I just want to eat. Stop at Carl's Jr. They want a tip.
Fred, I can hear your gum chewing in my ears.
Bobby.
It's. I feel like I'm in your mouth.
Would it be the first
I know
time?
how much you like that.
Would it be the first time?
Won't be the last.
Yeah, but I go to the gas station. There's a homeless guy begging for money. He wants some. There's some guy outside of a Stater Brothers
When's the last
playing a
time you've given a
violin.
homeless
My
person?
kids are fucking.
When's the last time you tipped a homeless guy?
It's been a while.
Fred?
Maybe if they tell me a
giving the
good
tip to
story.
homeless man?
Ooh. When's the last time you've given a homeless guy money?
It depends on the homeless person most of the time, but I usually try to give. And usually it's not even money. Like if I got food and shit, I'll just give it to them.
What if you're gonna?
So
eat
when
the
was the
food?
last time? That's what I'm asking.
Fuck, I haven't been out in a while. Actually, you know what? Last weekend,
Okay, where'd you go?
Mexico. I was on my way back. I gave a old man sitting outside of a store on his little suitcase with bags. Looks like he's like 80. Gave him $15.
See, I feel like that's different. Was he panhandling?
Nope, he was just sitting there waiting for.
Do people in
whatever the
Mexico
fuck.
panhandle? Is that a thing
yeah,
over there?
there's people
sure.
panhandling. I mean, people
Yeah?
fucking everywhere. Yeah, but most of the time, the people who are asking for money out there, they're like, I don't know if you call it panhandling, but he's got one leg and fucking fucked up eye. You know what I mean? Like,
Giving you the whole sob story, the whole visual sob
yeah, like
story.
I could see he's got no legs and he's dragging himself on the ground.
See, that's what he wants you to think. That's what he
mean,
wants you to
I mean,
think.
he could be
legs
working
gone.
at a call center.
He could.
You don't
but
need legs
most
to
of
work
the
on the
time,
phone.
You need a lot of actually. You need to like study and do stupid shit over there.
To work at a call center?
You have to like have like proper fucking everything, and you also have to probably speak English if you're gonna speak in a call
Well,
center.
that's like the one thing that you need to be able to do. Like, don't like felons that were like immigrants here get deported back to Mexico and then they work in like call centers in Mexico. Isn't that how
I'm
that
not
works?
sure.
I watched the whole Vice documentary in like 2014 about that. So
Possibly.
I'm right.
I don't know about that.
So I'm right.
I'm right.
Yeah, if Vice said it, it's true. P.S. Can we get a little segue into fuck Vice, man? I'm so upset with where they wound up. It's just a big cash grab at this point. The content's so garbage, and now I've been subscribed. I've been a lifelong since what fucking
2005.
At least since I've known this guy. So almost 20 years I've been a Vice guy. Subscribe to the newsletters via email now because they don't do the magazine anymore. And half of the page is just ads. And check out this swanky new tech. It's just, I don't know. I think maybe I'm getting old, or maybe they've sold out, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. What is it?
They did technically sell out. They sold about a 5% share to Fox, Rupert Murdoch. Oh. So the content has changed a little bit, and it's definitely more clickbaity.
For sure.
Yeah, the days of Vice going to Liberia and talking to child warlords, those days are gone.
Remember the gross jar? I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, the gross jar.
Yeah, they would never do that today.
So what?
The gross jar.
So they had a jar. And this was back when Vice was just a magazine, and you were able to get it for free at like record stores and American Apparel. And they had a jar that everyone in the office would put. So every week they would put something different in, and they would just have to see what happens. They would put it on the roof of their building and let the sun just bake it. So it started out, I think, with like a dead rat, period blood, cum, every human liquid, and cottage cheese, just like whatever gross things. And every month they would give you an update and with the picture and what's inside, and you'd see like the rat deteriorating. It was fucking awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
we should do something like that and just put it on Jake's roof.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Let's take a vote. Let's take a BTI vote.
An 11, 12-year-old, with minimal internet access, and the internet wasn't even the same thing as it is now. Yeah. That shit was like super fucking. I felt cool. I felt like I was like I knew about something.
Yeah, you were in the know.
Yeah. And it wasn't until later then we started fucking devouring them. Every issue we could get, I would give it to him, and we would just be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit in there. Like I remember they had like this one where it was porn in Afghanistan or Iraq, and there was just like a bunch of like nude Afghani people, and like the only time you had ever seen like Afghanis was like on CNN or like the news. Mm-hmm. So that was fucking weird and very shocking to my 11-year-old mind.
That was a sex issue.
Yeah, it was.
That was I have 2 copies of that. I still have the original one in which the pages are glued together by some unknown substance. Then I got a new one from my dad. He gave me because he had 2 copies. Man, Vice. It's just like you guys are like Kanye West to me now, man. You guys are just breaking my heart. You were the chosen ones. They were the ones who were going to take gonzo journalism to the next. All right, we'll move on.
They failed.
We'll move on.
They failed.
I don't want to bore our young TikTok audience.
Yeah, does TikTok even know what Vice is? Let us know. 949.
You mean that boomer website?
949-229-2215. Let us know.
Let us know.
Freddie, what did you grow up reading? Do you know how to read?
I actually never learned how to read. It's really funny you say that because I went to one school and they were teaching us how to read, but I left early. And when I went to the next school, they had already taught us how to read. So I never learned, and I never had to use it. Fucking people are they're lying, dude. They're fucking lying, dude. You actually don't need to know how to read to get through in life.
I don't know, man. You would think that reading would kind of come in handy.
I don't know the order of the months of the year.
That's not good. How have you made it this far in life?
I can count to 14. Would you like me to show you?
No.
I'm actually curious. Go.
All right, that was a bluff. I can't count either. Fuck.
I figured.
I've never heard anyone say that. I can count to 14. All right.
Okay.
Cool, man.
I'm this many.
Sick.
What a fucking tard.
So what have you been watching recently?
Well, actually, I went to the movie theaters on Friday. And
Did you have the recliner seats? That's like a thing now.
No, there were no recliner seats, but there was a coyote outside.
Dude, every fucking movie theater has recliner seats. How
Yeah,
did you
where'd
go to
you go?
one without one?
The Dollar Theater?
No, I went to Anaheim Hills,
AMC?
Cinnamon City. It's Cinema City, but I affectionately call it Cinnamon City.
Okay.
And, well, okay. Okay, a little rude. Interesting. Anyway, there was a fucking coyote outside, and we watched this movie called...
Fuck it.
No.
You and the coyote watched this movie?
Yes, it was me and the coyote, and we had a splendid evening. Anyway, we saw this movie called Megan. You guys heard about Megan?
Yeah. She does the dances.
Does she do dances? I don't...
I saw a skit on Saturday Night Live, and I guess she does dance moves. Did you not see it?
I did see it.
Oh, she didn't dance?
I don't recall. I don't remember that being like a determining factor.
And then she was... I saw again on Instagram, the chick who played her on the red carpet did the Megan dance. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never seen the movie, but go ahead.
I don't remember that.
Anyway, Wednesday?
No.
This is a dance.
Oh, don't get me started on fucking Wednesday.
All right. Megan has to be like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like this is like Cry Macho level of just this is just
She's
horrible.
like a robot best friend, right?
Yeah, she's like AI and
Do you want this?
not yet. Not quite yet. Anyway, she's got AI and she's like
Is she a human or a robot?
She's a robot.
Okay.
And what she does is she's there to like comfort this little girl whose parents died, right? And like this robot is there to like protect her in case anything crazy happens, and she's there to like always be like a shoulder to cry on, basically, her best friend. But this AI starts developing its own things, and it starts killing people, and it becomes evil. And like at the same time, like the chick that invented it, who was this little girl's aunt, is like trying to like show the world that this is like the best toy of all time. But then, the robot gets crazy and tries to murder her. I don't know, dude. It was like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a horror movie, if it was supposed to be a sci-fi movie, if it was supposed to be a comedy. Like none of the jokes were like landing. And overall, I give it like maybe 2.5 out of 10.
Was the creator a woman?
Probably. That makes a lot of sense. Probably. I
We're
don't
not
know.
sexist. Women just suck at fucking making jokes.
Women aren't funny.
All right.
You remember that movie AI with Haley Joel Osment?
The fat kid? Well, he wasn't a fat kid, but he's a fat adult now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
The skinny kid was a fake guy.
The skinny kid that's now a fat man.
That fat kid.
Yes.
Dude, that shit was really good if we're talking about computers or robots.
Computers.
And then there was one Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams. Did you see that one?
I did not.
Oh,
No.
They're both really depressing because it's dealing with like robots living forever and outliving their owners. Mm-hmm. And man, both of them, they ended with just like, man, this is a fucking bummer.
I read something that there's going to be the first AI-powered robot that's going to defend somebody in court. Remember this?
Attorney?
No.
He's
Yeah,
going to
so
start
it's-
defending himself and giving
Freddie,
himself
can you pull up
rights.
some more information on this? Because I have very surface-level information on this. But
Show tang, baby.
yeah, it's basically just it's an AI-powered robot who's going to be defending somebody in a court of law. Now, did this thing have to pass the bar?
Okay, so first of all, what is this thing? Is this a humanoid type robot?
It's AI, and they put the AI knowledge and all that inside of a robot, so you have like a physical thing, so it's not just like a computer defending this guy.
So, so what it is basically it was a startup this man tried to do. It's called Do Not Pay. It's kind of like Ticket Clinic. It's an AI which will argue the ticket for you. But real lawyers shut it down. They're like, no, you can't do this shit.
Well, yeah, it's threatening their livelihood.
But basically, essentially what it was, which is, I mean, smart if you think about it, basically just an attorney AI which would present your case and present an argument for your case as to why the ticket should be thrown out or whatever.
So is it a robot in person?
It's not in person. It's just like a program.
A digital.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
no,
things
no.
that attorneys can do online, AI attorneys.
From
doing
what
it for
I
you.
read, they're going to have like this AI inside of like a robot. They said it was going to be in a robot, like physically in court to defend a person.
Actually, you're right. It says, an AI robot lawyer was set to argue in court. Real lawyers shut it down. The man behind a startup called Do Not Pay planned to use an AI to help fight a traffic ticket, but professionals shut it down.
Dude, AI is going to fuck up everything. Like I've said this before. Remember, what was that last episode that we were talking about?
It's got a lot of polishing to get done, but...
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, like if this is the infancy, imagine what it's going to be like in the next 5 or 10 years. They're saying that they're now going to go after white-collar jobs that are going to be replaced by AI. So these are people that graduated from like college and that have like high-ranking executive...
They're going to take the little ones first, the fucking...
No, they're going straight for the white-collar. They're going straight for like office jobs. They're saying that call centers might even be obsolete within the next 10 years.
Jesus Christ.
I can see that.
So it's going after people's jobs and livelihoods, which is fine and dandy.
It's not going after. We're going after ourselves.
Well, yeah, okay, but these things are going to become sentient pretty quickly, right? Like iRobot is going to happen like within like the next decade.
I don't know. No, I don't think so either.
No way.
There's been writing on the wall, as far as warnings, and I think we as humans will.
You think that these things are going to tell us, hey, we've obtained the same level of consciousness that you have? Like, once they figure that out, like, they're not going to tell us.
I mean, I'm pretty
you might have,
sure
like, one robot traitor that, like, betrays the rest of his race once he's able to, like, determine his own thoughts and feelings. But beyond that...
This guy's over here writing a movie.
Yeah, this guy's
beyond,
fucking...
Oh, am I? You check back in the next 10 years, and we'll talk.
I can't wait
to send this to
you in 10 years.
I can't wait to see the technology in 10 years. I might not even have to pull up my pants ever again.
I don't think we want any further. Let's stick with where we're at. Like, we don't need further.
There's no way.
My
No.
toaster does not need to be connected to my Wi-Fi.
Imagine
Like, what is
Cowboy
going
said
on?
But how
Because they had
dope
a
would
good
that
life.
be? Would to click a button on your phone and it starts toast for you without you, like while you're getting out of bed.
All right, so I read this article today that said that companies like LG and Samsung are sad that most people are not using the full features of their smart products. So like a smart fridge or like a smart toaster or whatever, or a smart washing machine that has 70 different, cycles.
Because we're not there yet. Why do I need to talk to my fridge?
I don't want to
let that nigga be him, and I'll be me, and we don't need to be friends.
You can watch Pornhub on your fridge nowadays, Mel.
That's sick.
Why do I need to do that?
That's tight. You've never jerked off on the front of your fridge,
And then needed milk within the next 3 seconds.
next 15 to 32 milliseconds.
Dude,
I pop that fridge up and get that milk in you ASAP.
I don't
Replenish.
want my fridge to tell me like, hey, your milk is set to expire in the next 12 minutes.
Why
Like,
not?
Why
That's
not?
super convenient. What are you talking?
I don't want anything connected to Wi-Fi. Like, just give me a dumb fucking toaster that can make my toast.
I mean, but that's the thing. You don't have to buy these products.
Yeah.
I'm not, but eventually we will all be forced to because there's not going to be any alternatives.
When have they ever forced us to buy anything? What's,
Oh, you'll see.
Brother, you realize like
You'll see.
you know how many people have been saying that fucking years ago, decades?
And all these things keep coming true.
Listen, so people are saying too, like, oh, in the next 10 years there will only be EV vehicles, whatever. Like, dude, there's no way. Like, think about it. Fucking like people are still driving around fucking 1986 pieces of shit.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
California has already banned. And there can not.
Yeah,
be,
making
Go ahead,
new
say
ones.
it.
Hey, hey, hold on, I'm stuttering here. What am I, Adidas?
Come on.
There goes our music rights.
What I'm saying here is California banned the sale of gas-powered vehicles after 2035.
That's the sale, but that's not
Right,
the
but-
reparations, the repairs.
Sure. You can grandfather those things.
So what
in.
about used
what do you think is
car
going to
salesmen?
happen?
You think you can't resell them used
You
cars?
could just buy them out of state and import them.
Yeah, that's what you think, and then they're going to be heavily taxed. And you, with your little 1999 Camry, you're going to end up paying $8,000 on in
There's
2035.
no way.
no.
They can't
You
do
guys
that.
say no way.
They would
the
have done that
future
with-
is here, and
they
it's
would have
coming
done
for
that
all
with
of
cars.
us. It's coming for all of us.
Jake has a very
this whole
bleak
segment.
outlook.
Can you just put a tinfoil hat?
Yeah, just,
You can put the tinfoil hat.
Put one on me too, just so I'm safe
And
from
then
him.
in 10 years, you're going to go ahead and replay this clip. You're going to be like, damn, Jake was right about everything.
Jake had no idea what the
So
fuck he was saying.
if given the opportunity, would you put any type of technology in your body?
I would fight it as long as I could, but they're going to make you do it.
You put a vibrator.
Otherwise,
in
you
his butt.
can't get a job, or like your social security number doesn't work, or your debit card won't work. We're getting there.
When was the
you
last
guys
time they did
laugh?
that?
We are getting there.
Dude,
When was the last
you
time they
sound
did
like such a
something similar?
conspiracy like right wing.
Why is it? How is that right
mark
wing?
of the beast just
How is that
coming?
right? That's not even. It has nothing to do with anything of that nature, whether it's right wing or biblical or whatnot. This is just a logical analysis of the trend that we're going down. This is what we're looking at.
Put all the robots inside of me.
Take the robot dick, Mel. Take it raw.
Hey,
You're
Jake.
gonna get it.
What makes you so special that they have to like search you and look at you and
It has nothing to do
Figure
about being
everything about
special,
you.
but my friend, I am an American with inalienable rights, and I don't want my toaster knowing how long I'm. What if they decide? What if they decide? Just a theoretical thing.
who's
What-
they?
Samsung, LG, whoever's making my toaster. What if they decide that they don't like the type of toast that I'm cooking? What if they're like, I don't like this pumpernickel?
Then don't buy it.
I'm gonna be forced to.
Buy another toaster.
No one's gonna put a gun to your head and say you have to
They-
buy a smart toaster. What
If
are we
one,
talking?
if one
You
company
guys are out of your league.
if
You're out of
one
your
com-
element.
if
You don't
one
know what you're
com-
talking about.
Guys are outta
Ladies
here.
and gentlemen, they're coming for us. The
If
toasters.
one company doesn't allow you to do pumpernickel, another company will because that's how they make that
But that's the
money.
thing. You could still buy an older model toaster that just plugs into the wall and does
or
its
just
thing.
fucking burn it over
Wait
the fire.
until they change the plug outlets.
Oh no!
You guys have
Jesus
no
Christ.
I know what an
idea.
adapter is.
Oh man!
I'm crazy. It's happening.
I can't wait till my toaster tries to take over my house.
Let me know if you agree with me. 949-229-2215.
Hey man,
The robots are coming
my
for us.
toaster was looking at me funny the other night, and turns out I was just high.
Yeah, my toaster ratted on me. I was smoking a joint in my living room, and the toaster called the cops.
Speaking of getting ratted on, did you guys see that Afro Man got rated in the songs that he
Again?
came out with? No, that when he got rated in the songs that he came out with. Did you guys
Yeah.
hear him?
So these cops came
Fucking love it.
and raided his house, bursted his door down,
Broke his gate.
broke his gate, and they found nothing. They didn't even find weed, which I thought was surprising because it's Afro Man. But he's living in Ohio, so I guess you can't have weed like that in Ohio. I don't know. I don't know the rules. I'm not a rule man. They don't call me Mr. Lawyer. So then he made a song about it. You think we can get away with playing that? No.
No, there's no way.
Fucking Afro Man needs all the money he can get. He would copyright strike us in a second.
Yeah.
You want to do a shot? You want to do a shot?
I like
Another
the part
one.
Jim
where
Jones?
where he asked if they found any kidnapping victims in his suit pockets. Shit fucking cracks me up, dude.
But he said they took $400 of his money.
Yeah,
fucked
they
up.
stole. The fat guy fucking wanted lemon fucking pound cake.
That sounds good right now.
Well, to
Afro motherfucking M-A-N.
Yeah.
Can't stand no motherfucking Yin Yang Twins.
Do you have beef with the Yin Yang Twins?
He made a whole song. What was it called? Whack Rappers.
Whackers.
It was like the worst song ever, and he was just like shitting on every big rapper of the day. It was not a good song.
Yeah. Looks like we got a call coming in.
Okay,
Should we answer it?
play it.
Sure, why not?
Let's hear what you got to say. You're online live with BTI.
Sir,
Sir?
you've reached the BTI hotline.
Did he mute us?
I think he's just holding the phone, screaming into it. Sir, this is Below the Influence. We're a podcast. We're a show. Okay. Well,
Thanks for calling.
thanks for calling. Thank you for hanging up on him, Fred.
I gotta say, we have the best audience out there.
Yeah. Do we have any more live callers calling in?
Let's see.
Anything-
There's one on line 3. Let's see what this guy wants to say.
Welcome to BTI. Thanks for calling.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Is this Freestyle Frank?
what's up, Frank? Frank.
Frank,
Every week, Frank.
Is he crying? Oh, no. What's going on?
what kind of phone are you using, Frank?
He's got his Obama phone.
Frank, are you using a flip phone by any
flip
chance?
phone.
Flip phone. Flip phone.
Frank.
He's singing now.
He's actually using his toaster to record this.
I believe
Pretty
it.
crazy.
Sent for my iToaster for iPhone by Toaster on Facebook. All right.
Frank,
Frank.
where are you right now?
I feel like he's in trouble and he just doesn't know how to tell us.
Yeah.
Frank, do you owe money to somebody? I'm just going to hang up on this guy.
All right, hang up on him.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
Frank.
All right,
Every
Frank.
single time.
God damn it, Frank. Just
Wow.
talk to us for a
He seemed
minute.
like he was in a good mood tonight, though. I mean, I always feel like there's something to be said. You know, this time he was doing a lot of whispering, and then he sang. He seemed like he was up and down.
He was having some
I
fun.
feel like he was
or
hiding from
or
someone,
fleeing
to
the
be honest.
police.
Yeah, I think
he was having
hiding from
fun or
someone.
fleeing the police.
Maybe having fun fleeing the police.
It's always a good time.
Anyways.
All right,
you,
so
Frank.
what have you guys heard about Japan's declining population? Did you hear about? You remember this? You
I
hear
thought that
anything
was in
about
China.
this? No, Japan. In Japan.
Wasn't that their goal or something? Oh, no, it's China.
No,
That was China.
So the new prime minister of Japan, since their last one was gunned down by a homemade firearm in the street,
Dude, I forgot about that. Let's put a picture of that up here.
Shinzo Abe, he was Trump's friend. Put a picture of him with Trump shaking hands by the koi pond. I'll send it to you. It's a good one. Anyway, so their new prime minister stated that it's now or never. If people in Japan don't start having some kids, Japan is done.
Wow.
So that's what they're worried about. Japan is, for the first time since World War II, is now becoming a lot more. They're developing their army, which is not something that they've done since we nuked them. So they're very worried about their future. And people in Japan, I guess, they work like all day. Like most people, like just sleep at the office.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow,
nobody,
really?
yeah, and then like nobody wants to have kids because it's like, you know, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
How are we going to do this? So
Wow.
in Japan, they're freaking out. And I don't want the Japanese to go away forever. You know, they've given me
Pokemon.
Mario,
Pokemon.
Nujabes, who is a hip-hop producer,
Ramen.
A lot of jokes.
Ramen. What do you li-
Politics.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands called Politics. They're a Japanese new wave band. I fucking love them.
Technical porn.
Japanese jazz from the 1980s was pretty fucking cool.
They've got a lot of really good music.
Yeah.
They're a funky bunch, and it's very surprising.
Nintendo.
Motorcycles.
One of my favorite authors, Haruki Murakami, is from Japan. He's Japanese.
Oh, is he from Japan and Japanese? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
He's Japanese.
It's a coincidence. But yeah, so they're freaking out about that, and I don't really know. Do you have any solutions on what they can do to increase their population?
I got a solution, baby.
Send like 500 mandingos out there.
Well, there's problem number one. Most of them would rather die than breed with different races.
Okay.
Is that
Okay,
racist?
so we've got tons of Japanese Americans here. We could send the men over.
They don't want them. They want it's
Pure
weird.
blood?
I guess if you go back to Japan, like there's a shitload of Japanese people in Brazil and Peru.
What?
And they tried to bring them back. There was like some program in 1993 that's like come back home. And as soon as they came back, they realized very quickly that they were going to be treated as second-class citizens.
Oh.
So there was another program in 1998 where they sent them back. They're like, yeah, never mind.
Go back. My solution then, start fucking Japan. And start fucking often. Make the time. Make it, if they work so much, put it into the workday to where there's like an hour of leisurely time in which you can go and fuck. Or maybe some meet cutes. Little speed date options during your lunch break. I don't know.
Yeah, but the problem is the women don't want to have kids either because I guess in Japan, seniority ranks over everything. So, like, you have to respect your elders, regardless of if they're an idiot or whatnot.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's just like a given. If you get married as a woman in Japan, you're basically going to become the nanny for your husband's parents. And women, they have rights in Japan, and they don't want to do that. So...
That is tough. I don't know. Sex. That's the only
Sex
thing
is the only solution here.
Yeah, sex is really. I mean, you guys need to fuck, and they're
Or
a
that,
fucking
or-
horny bunch. I really feel like it's just the guys who are horny out there.
We just
I don't
sell
know.
semen suppositories.
Every time I see Japanese porn, the girl seems like she doesn't like it at all.
He's crying.
Yeah, and the guy's just all horned up. I don't like Japanese porn. You can't see everything.
Just groping.
First of all, I think you know what? There it is. Fix Japanese porn. Take they blur out the penis and the vagina.
that's going to solve...
That is going to solve.
I mean, it's worth a try, Jacob. Come on.
At this point, if you're like, a couple of years we're gonna get wiped out, take the blur out.
Let's see
Take
what
the blur
happens.
out. Because you know what? We haven't had blurs in our porn, and our population is just fucking.
Ours is actually going down, too.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it!
Get rid of all porn.
Spectrum commercials.
It
Spectrum commercials.
seems like as soon as you gave women rights, populations...
You know what?
Started
I remember,
to decline.
I know exactly when society turned for the worst.
When?
Ocean's 11.
First one or the second one?
No,
I'm sorry. Are you talking about like the Frank?
Ocean's 8.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about like the Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr. Ocean's 11?
No, the one with the bitches.
You're talking about the one with
Ocean's 8.
Brad
Yeah,
Pitt
Ocean's 8.
and all that. Okay.
No, he's not talking about that either.
No,
He's
not
talking
that
about Ocean's
one.
8.
Talking about Ocean's
I haven't.
8.
Se- I've only.
With Sandy Bullock.
There you go.
I love her.
I do love her.
She was like one of my first crushes.
But that's when shit started hitting the fan.
Okay. Why?
Yeah.
It was around that era. I don't know.
What year was this?
I don't know. Probably. I'm assuming like 2014, 2015, 2016. Let me check though.
I want to say 2016.
I've never seen this.
And that's when shit started. That's what I 2018. The fuck? Anyways, about 2 years before that is when I started noticing shit going
So
fucking.
2016.
Yeah.
My favorite year.
Yeah. 2016.
Play the video.
Hola, Donald Trump.
It's the 2016 presidential election.
If you try to report my abuelita, motherfuckers, get the fuck out of my country.
Fuck you, Donald Trump.
If you try to deport my abuelita, fuck you, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
All right, great video. All right, so I guess that kind of brings me to my next topic. What do you think about the meat industry?
Why do you keep asking us about the meat industry?
What are your thoughts?
I personally, I love it. I love meat. I've tried to go down the road of I'm gonna be a vegetarian. I've tried to do all that shit. I thought it was cool. I tried it. I in high school as a vegetarian for 6 months.
Really?
I hated the whole fucking
Really?
time. When I was at modern day, I hated
Wow.
it. Hated it. Absolutely fucking hated it. I was gaunt. Or not gaunt, but just like I felt sickly. And at the time I was doing a lot of physical activity in the marching band. I was doing a lot of shit. Jazz band. All these different bands I was in. Fucking the heavy metal band. It sucked.
Heavy metal band, jazz band, Japanese jazz band.
Korean J-pop band.
Okay.
Anyways, so the meat industry, I understand. Yeah, it seems inhumane, but then again, they're not humans. So, and No. Do I want to go out and kill a chicken and pluck it and eat it? No.
I'd rather
I
someone
don't.
else do it for me.
I'd rather someone else do it, and I'll pay for
All
them
right,
to do it.
honestly, like if this meat industry was gone, would you be able to kill and then skin and like defeather your chickens? Would you be able to do that? Is that something that you're capable of?
Me
I'm asking both
personally-
of you.
Me personally, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you could just you're Mexican, so it's different. Could you do it?
I think if it was like either continue to eat broccoli soup or have a chicken for dinner.
Or a delicious buttered chicken.
Yeah, I think I would get to a point where like, all right, fuck it. I think it would take me a while to get there, a month. But after eating, maybe not even a month. I don't know. I'm a meat eater.
I'll do it now.
Maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, well,
Give me
maybe
a chicken, I'll show
two
you.
weeks without eating meat, and I see a chicken walking, or I can go out and buy a pig or something. I'm gonna fucking do it.
The pigs I would kind of feel bad about. They're pretty smart. Cows too, but like
easy
I
to
just
kill.
I just never look a cow in the eye because I know that like they know what's going on.
I didn't know that.
They're very smart. Some people say that they may be smarter than dogs, which
Well,
Nobody wants
then
to think about
they
that.
better start fucking playing catch or rolling on balls or doing something other than standing around eating grass. If you're smarter than dogs, be smart.
they can do that.
Then do it.
They
If
produce
you
most
go
of
on
the
cow
methane.
TikTok, you'll see that.
Oh no.
You'll see that if you
Jake's
go
been
on.
if
cow
they are
TikTok
if they
for
are
6
that
days.
cognizant, they need to start doing something.
Well,
to
I
save their
mean, there's
people.
lobbies that are like trying to like block that information from the average consumer because they don't want people to know like, hey, these things are actually pretty intelligent. Pigs obviously are pretty smart.
Listen, if I found out that pigs, cows, and chickens had the same exact brain capacity and power and
Well,
reasoning
chickens don't. Chickens
as
are.
us, I know.
chickens
But
are
what I'm
dumb.
saying is, if they had everything and they were basically humans that just couldn't speak, I would still eat them. Just so you're aware.
Would you eat other humans, Freddie?
I would eat other humans if it was legal, depending on the flavor too.
If it was what?
Legal?
Okay.
I don't
Against
know.
their
That's the
consent.
only thing that's stopping you from eating another human being.
Well,
I
see,
mean,
and that's
I
the
would
thing.
try it.
If it was legal,
Would you eat human meat if it was presented to you in a legal manner?
I would try it. I don't know if I'd enjoy it.
You would eat another human being.
I don't know if I'd enjoy it. Yes, I would. You wouldn't?
I don't think so.
Fucking
Yeah,
weirdo.
no, I wouldn't, but that's because I've been conditioned to not want to do that.
But it's
I
not
think
an-
if we
you're not, like,
if we-
murdering and
if we grew
you
up
know.
in an era where eating humans was normalized, it would just be like. And you know what? Honestly, I've been watching these videos on TikTok of these people in China eating fucking like lion's tail and like just a turtle. Like the guy shows the turtle and it's all
He's like
chilling.
washing it, cleaning it, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden
I saw
it's
it.
chopped.
That was an American snapping turtle. That was an American that you saw murdered and eaten.
And so
Not cool, China.
I had that that thought, especially after that last episode we did, and I'm like, fuck, these people are just eating it because it's normal to them. This guy took a crocodile tail, chopped it up, and he made it look delicious.
Yeah.
And then and then the video starts over, and you see what it was at the beginning. You're like, fuck, yeah, this guy really.
See, my reasoning behind eating like human being okay with it is because it's like it depends on how you acquire it, right? Like if I'm gonna go out, I wouldn't
ethically sourced.
Yeah, I wouldn't
ethically sourced human meat.
I wouldn't go out, fucking run a bum over, and then cook them and eat them. Like that's
Nobody wants to
fucking-
eat a homeless
Yeah,
person.
that's fucking
First
wild.
of all.
Right, but if it was something where like let's say if I died and I was like, you know what, I want people to have the experience of eating human flesh. I will give my flesh to someone if they want to eat it, and then allow that. Fuck it, I'll try it just for the experience. I'm not
but
gonna like
that's-
be like, all right, who's next? I need to eat some meal. You know,
I don't know, man. I don't think I'd ever eat human flesh unless like I was literally starving.
Yeah.
I don't know.
you don't like experiencing new things, huh?
I do like experiencing a lot of new things.
I just-
but
I don't know if
Every
eating
new thing.
Yeah.
humans is not
'Cause you gotta
quite on my list.
Live mentally with that person. That
It's
you've
human
eaten
flesh, not
inside of.
human.
That was somebody's life that you just ate.
Yeah.
No, they were dead. I didn't
ate their
kill them.
leg,
If I
their-
killed them,
I don't know. I'd be thinking about like, what did this guy had parents probably, or this guy
I mean,
had
definitely
a
had
child.
parents.
Well,
I mean, what
maybe
if the cow
maybe he didn't
had-
know them.
what
I
if
don't
the
know.
cow
If
had
you're getting
owners?
if your meat is being sold in a market, you probably didn't have parents. Maybe they
I
were
mean,
an orphan.
You
I don't know.
You need to have parents.
see, the thing is, I wouldn't
Do you?
buy meat
I mean,
from
you-
a market.
you can't
Not
be
in the AI's future.
I wouldn't buy human meat from a market.
They're gonna
buy
fucking
it,
incubate
or
you.
I would eat
Not
it. If
in
it
the
was given
AI's
to me.
future. They're gonna incubate you inside of a cow. It's already happening. So
They actually do it in sheep, but no. But like, I wouldn't buy fucking human meat at a market. I'm not saying I would eat it habitually. Just saying if it was presented to me, I knew for a fact that it was okay. Like the person who died.
There was like a video of him saying,
yeah,
"Hey,
was
my
like
name is
okay
John."
with it.
all right.
I'd
So
be
how
down.
would you eat human meat? Would you eat it like in a burrito, like a taqueria de anda
I don't
style
think so.
burrito
I don't
with some
think-
fucking salsa
No,
verde?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't like dress it up. I would try it like as if it was like a steak, see what that would taste like. And I'm not like fucking gonna scarf it down. Oh, give me another steak. Like it would just be something like I would try human meat. I'm not gonna fucking, go out and all right, well, fucking, I'll give you $500,000 for that child. Let me fucking eat his meat like that. No, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you know.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. You're right. I don't know what I know either. I can't count to 14. So,
Well, that's nice. Okay, well, next topic that I have on the agenda. Shreddy will eat meat, human meat. We know this now. Thank you for admitting that. You're going to jail right after this.
I've already phoned the police. They've been listening to the past 20 minutes.
I hope you like bologna sandwiches.
I do.
Because it's all you're going to be eating.
And sweet bologna ponies.
Sweet bologna ponies, baby.
I've heard human meat is sweet.
Okay, so what do you think about prostitution? Legal? Illegal?
Easy way to get meat.
An easy way for Freddy to get human meat, yes. Geez, man, this show took a turn.
That's dark. Jesus. Okay.
Once I said it, once the words escaped my lips. I think prostitution should be legal and normalized. I think, if you can sell your body to the army, if you can sell your body being a construction worker, if you can sell your body to the WWE, I think people should be able to sell their bodies to, a dick down or puss down.
See, I think the issue, the reason it's illegal is because it's a concern for safety, right? Like, whatever. But what if you regulate it? Then it should be fine, right?
I mean, liquor was illegal for a while for safety reasons, and they were able to figure that out.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of similar to like the meat industry. You're selling meat, right?
You're
And it
selling
could be
a body.
good meat, could be bad meat, unless you grade it and then you do it properly.
I don't know. I don't have any real problems with prostitution. If somebody wants to do that, at the end of the day, I'm a libertarian in my heart. And if somebody wants to do something, and I'll use Mel's. What's your ethos?
I'm not going to be your
motto?
prostitute. You could be the pimp to somebody else. I won't do it.
That's not what I'm saying.
As long as everybody's having a good
What's
time.
your motto?
And
What's your
everybody
motto?
As long as everyone's having a good time and everyone consents.
And no one
I'm
gets-
sorry, no, you're fucking my motto up. As long as everyone consents and no one dies, let's just have a good time.
And they're over 18.
Well, yes, as long as everyone is of consenting age and no one dies,
And
Okay.
consents.
unless they want to be killed, let's just have a good time.
You'd be okay with someone consenting to be killed and you'd kill them?
I wouldn't kill them. I would have nothing to do with that. I'd be over here with two consenting females having a good consensual time. I would be too busy.
Get that e-sign signed.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's getting slaughtered.
In the background while I'm just living my life.
Could you come when someone's being murdered?
Probably not.
I have wireless headphones.
They're soundproof.
He's actually just listening to the other room while that guy's getting...
Yeah,
fucking-
no, I would just play other times that I'd record times where I'm having sex and then listen back to that while I'm having sex to avoid the slaughter happening in the room next door. What is going on with this episode?
I don't know, Mel. You took it
the
to a
Santa
very
Ana
dark
winds,
place.
brother.
How?
The stakes have never been higher.
It's the
I don't-
fucking winds. They bring pain and torture.
I don't know.
The
Stakes
stakes
have
have never
We're
been
talking about
higher.
meat. We're talking about prostitution.
The human stakes.
Brought it all together
Jake,
here.
what do you think about
Just for you.
prostitution?
What do I think about prostitution? I think that consenting adults should be able to do whatever the heck that they want to do. Right?
Tell him.
You like that? I'm trying to not use vulgarities here. Do whatever you want.
We're definitely getting monetized because you say hell. Good job.
Well, I'm trying here, okay?
All right, next episode we'll do.
Sorry, China.
Every time you swear, you have to take a shot.
He's getting fucking plastered 3 minutes in.
Shit. That's 2 shots right there.
Yeah.
Fuck shit. Well,
6 shots in, damn.
yeah, okay. I don't know, man. Yeah, do whatever you want. No forced prostitution, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And I think if it was legal, there would be a lot less of that. If women can just go to an agency like they do, like a modeling agency, and know that if they work with this agency, they'll, with respect and all that. But, when you're just out in the street or a little runaway chick,
well, the fact that it's illegal right now, it makes it a black market activity, which makes it much more dangerous. So,
Well,
yeah,
Also,
if it was legal and, I guess, regulated, it'd probably be a lot more safe,
I feel like there would also
Like the
be
porn
easier
industry.
to hide, like...
which is basically just prostitution but filmed.
exactly. What are we talking about here? Can I be? Never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know that there's like a lot of independent like porn makers that they just want to fuck these chicks. Like they don't give a fuck if
it sells,
it's being monetized or not. Like they don't care. what they're doing is they're basically buying prostitutes, paying them a lot of money, and then
Then
filming
how do they
it.
make their
You
money?
know, it's not even that much money they get paid. Right?
Well, these guys probably have day jobs. I don't know what they're doing. That's just I don't
speculation.
know. Speculation. So that's what I think.
Spankulation.
Spankulation. Thank you.
Fred, can you toss me one of these from the fridge? Just throw it at me.
What a tosser. He's a tosser.
Well, I've been for music recently. What have you been on?
I've been on like a 1960s, 1970s kick. I've been listening to a lot of Steely Dan, Todd Rundgren,
Okay.
a lot of like that Woodstock shit.
Oh, did you hop into any Santana or Hendrix yet?
I don't listen to Mexicans or blacks.
It sounds like it. Yeah, everybody that you listed off were just very Caucasian. I was trying to get some spice in there.
You want to make it spicy?
I'm sure Hall & Oates had a couple of jams you like.
They did.
Thank you.
I'm kidding. No, I like.
What do you mean
Carla-
you're kidding? You don't like Hall & Oates?
No, I'm saying I listen to the Mexicans and the blacks.
Backtracking. Backpack.
Quite a bit. Mostly. But no, I like Hall & Oates. They got some good stuff. Sarah Smile.
Oh, you're a rich girl.
Sing 6
that a Rich Girl
full
song?
Project Pat songs right now if you listen to Blacks.
What?
Sing 6 full Project Pat songs right now.
That's just the meter, ho. You don't know what you talking about. By the way, them new Jordans about to come out.
Skirt.
Hey, man, you
gotta
gotta
keep
keep
going.
going so accurately.
Chicken. Whoop,
We're going
whoop.
to get demonetized.
Fuck Project Pat.
You know he's going to copyright us.
Go ahead. Demonetize us again.
So today I listened to the Black album all the way through.
Jay-Z.
Yes. For those who don't know,
Yeah.
the Jay-Z, yes. Is that not the greatest hip hop album of all time?
No.
What is then?
The Black Eyed Peas. They dropped one in 2017 that was way better than the Black album.
Fuck you, because you know I like that album.
I don't even know which album they dropped.
They dropped a hip hop.
All right,
Go ahead.
so the Black Album, it's an amazing piece of art. I'm not going to deny that. But I don't think it's the best rap album of all time. What is the best rap album? I don't know if I could tell you just off the dome.
If you had to go on a desert island with 5 hip hop albums, what would they be?
All right, so Atmosphere, God Loves Ugly is the first one that comes to mind. I fuck with underground rap quite a bit. 5? Jesus Christ. I don't know. Tell me your 5, and we'll go from there. Give me some time to think here, bud.
Okay. Just off the top, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
College Dropout. If we're talking purely rap, does NERD count? I don't think they count in that
It's
mix,
not
right?
hip-hop, no.
Okay. So, all right, I got 3 other choices. It's a tie between the Eminem Show and Encore. I'm going to choose one Eminem album. Speaker Box and The Love Below. That counts as 2 albums. No, it counts as 1 album because it's a double album.
Yeah.
Where am I at? Is that 4? And then the 5th one, man, this one's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between Beg for Mercy by G-Unit, because that one cover to cover is just brilliant. Or, I mean, I might have to throw a Late Registration in there.
Okay.
Shit.
All right, so Speaker Box, Love Below. That's definitely on my top 5. Atmosphere, God Loves Ugly. That's 2. Illmatic.
You say atmosphere?
Atmosphere.
It's atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
PH is a
I say
sound.
things weird sometimes.
Okay. Just
It's-
wondered.
I acknowledge that and I own it. So you can go fuck yourself
Yeah,
with that.
live your truth, Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hold on. Well, hold on.
Yes.
Yas, Queen. Fucking James Charles. Yas, Queen.
Live your truth, Queen.
All right. So God Loves Ugly. Illmatic. Let's say Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z, which I prefer over Black Album. So that's 3. Let's say Murs. I like Murs.
Your top 5?
Murs 316. Yeah, I would say that's top 5.
Over the Marshall Mathers LP?
I don't. I don't like.
Over the
like
Eminem Encore?
All right, Tupac is a little bit. Everybody loves Tupac, but
Tupac
I
wasn't
will
even on
say,
my radar.
"Me Against the World" is definitely up there. It's a good fucking album. Like, there's not one bad song.
Do you have
And
ears?
then, yes, I do actually, and they work very well. They work very well. I'll have you know.
I hope so.
And I will say Life After Death by Biggie.
Yeah.
And now that I'm saying them out loud, it does come off kind of cliche, but these are very good albums. And nowadays, there's no new like albums coming out. So the albums that are coming out sound more like mixtapes in like the early 2000s. There's no theme to them, and the albums that I listed are all brilliant. They're all great. So I'm right.
Yeah, for your life,
Even though
right?
it's an opinion, but he's right. Listen, I don't have the attention span to listen to full albums, so I will give you 5 songs.
Apple bottom jeans.
Many Men.
With the boots and the fur.
We got fucking Hate It or Love It.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Right? We got fucking Freak a Leak by Petey Pablo.
I don't know if that. Okay.
We got Dope and Cheese by Project Pat. And then we got fucking Sitting Sideways by 3-6 Mafia.
By Paul Wall.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of fucking Swervin.
Sideways.
Swervin is the one I'm thinking of.
I do miss like the Houston rap scene.
Me
There
too.
was there was a time where they were on top. It was like a few months in like 2005, but
Yeah.
it was good.
They were doing it.
It was very good.
I was really into it 06, 07. That was my
Well,
shit.
no, you weren't. So
Okay.
all right. So all right. We also got asked another question today. What is the best beer brand? What do you like to drink?
Brand. If I'm not actually really a big beer drinker these past couple years.
A couple years.
Yeah,
Last month.
last I would say, well, no, ever since I picked up like Claws on a regular basis, I'll drink beers, but those have been my mainstay for the past couple years. I'll have beers every now and then, but that's not like when I'm sitting at home. I'm typically drinking a Claw or Truly.
Claws are considered beers?
No.
No, we're not
I'm
considering
saying, I had some seltzer sits. But I think the best company, I think personally, is Golden Road. Yeah, he doesn't like that.
They got bought out by Anheuser-Busch.
Okay, well,
It's
I'm
just
talking
Budweiser.
pre-Budweiser game.
Okay. All right.
They were very good about putting out a wide variety of things that you can get relatively easily, without having to wait in line for 3 days.
Now, I like waiting in line for 3 days. So I like, if we're talking, I haven't had an IPA in almost a year now. Can you guys fucking believe that? That's all I drank for like fucking
What a sellout.
2 or 3 years. I had to lose some weight, man. If you
What a
show a
sellout.
picture of me from like the first episode to me right now. Dude, I lost like fucking 40 or 50 pounds from like that first episode. I was fat as shit. My face was just bloated because all I did was drink fucking premium IPAs, New England IPAs, all these exotic IPAs, and all I did was eat steak. Like there was nothing else going on in my diet. And I don't smoke weed.
Well, if you ask me what the best beer brand is,
Well,
it's
hold on.
Pabst
I'm
Blue
not done.
Ribbon, So
It's what?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Don't get me wrong. I love a good PBR. But if I'm going to go, and
Or
I'm going to
Natty
answer
Light.
this question, my favorite beer brand who makes consistently the best beer would be Mikkeller. Mikkeller has not ever let me down. Every single beer that I've ever had from this brewery, put a picture of their logo and
We'll do it big.
show a little variety of
Yeah,
their
we'll do
beers. Every single one is good. They're all amazing. And sure, they have 700 calories per beer,
Hey,
but they are delicious. So if you're looking for a one-time, fantastic, tasty beer, I'd recommend Mikkeller.
well, that's
All right,
what it
Michelob
is.
Ultra. You got it. Cool.
Michelob Ultra.
I think we have some voicemails as well that I've kind of ignored.
Let's play them. I'm also totally not high. Just want to let everybody know.
All right, here's one real quick.
Yeah, honestly, big ups on the fentanyl farm. For real. Get that shit done. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a fentanyl addict. If you ever wonder what they sounded like, that's what they sound like.
Yeah, and just so you guys are aware, we were banned from TikTok on a temporary basis because we posted what was believed to be a fentanyl ad. So we're back now, but
We're in such a ridiculous era. I mean, obviously, we were joking.
There was
What is apple-flavored fentanyl?
it said something for entertainment purposes only. TikTok did not take that into consideration, so
What else we got in the kitty today?
Got another one right here from
In the
TikTok.
what?
The kitty.
Hey, I'm calling because I seen your ad on TikTok for fentanyl. No, I'm just playing.
It wasn't an ad for what is.
Well, that, ladies and
everybody
gentlemen, is another fentanyl
I
addict.
think we unintentionally did an ad for fentanyl. Are we going to prison for conspiracy to distribute
Jesus Christ.
fentanyl?
Imagine being the fucking DEA agent that has to prosecute us, and they have to watch hours of our show.
Honestly,
for them to realize like these guys have nothing to do with fentanyl
These guys are-
whatsoever.
these guys are just
They're
drunk.
fucking drunk
I
idiots.
mean, we're on the list. Like,
I mean, we're
100%.
we're in the dungeon today, baby.
I can't.
yeah.
We are back at the manor.
We were up in our
MILF
chambers last
Manor.
time.
The chambers. Yeah, no. After the video got taken down, I was kind of expecting like a DEA agent to like show up at my house and just like start probing. What's going on here?
What are you doing, Step?
What are you doing, step suspect?
I was trying to think what it would be because
Nothing. Why are you stuck in the dryer?
What's this I hear about a fentanyl farm in MILF Manor?
MILF Manor.
they're not allowed in unless they got kids.
What? Okay.
MILF Manor.
Any other voicemails on the
Weird thing to say.
in the kitty cat?
Yeah, someone actually just left this one here. I don't know why they didn't call, but here you go. Hang on, what the fuck?
Top notch
Difficulties?
top-notch technology here at the BTI. MILF
Yeah,
Manor.
hi.
Oh.
I've been watching your show for, I don't know, let's say 180 days or so, and I just want to let you know I don't really like it very much. So
Watching.
if you could just stop making it, I'd
That's another
appreciate
alternative.
that. So
Yeah, okay, let's stop for you.
thanks.
Joe Jackass.
I mean, I don't know. Jeffrey
what
Dahmer doesn't like our show, I
What
guess.
area
or-
code was the phone number?
It says unknown. Coward.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
So okay, so you come to our page, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace,
I'm sorry,
whatever,
180 days? How long is that?
and it's 6
6 months.
and you come and you view our content
I
while
can't count to
upset
14,
about it,
but I know how.
and then call us to let us know that you don't like. Just don't watch it.
It took him 180 days to decide that he didn't like it.
At least he watched.
Yeah, thanks for the views.
Yeah, thanks for the
dumbass.
views, you fucking piece of shit. Go fuck yourself.
Did he watch the Halloween party?
That was a fun one.
That was that 6 months ago? That was
No.
over 6 months ago.
Dude, that was
so
like
no.
that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah. I mean,
least.
if he watched the Halloween party, he should have had a good time. Well, call. We don't have a number. Okay. Well, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck you. If you're still watching this, give us a call. Let us know. We'd love to have you on the show sometime, whether it's in person or just over the phone. If you want to just have some conversation. What are you doing here?
I don't know. I'm trying something different here. So, did you guys hear? Now,
That's how it's done.
okay. So, here's what's happening right now.
Hit us with it, man.
I'm trying.
Jake
All right.
smokes weed once.
I smoked weed one time. I actually have never smoked weed. All right, so apparently Russia, right, is buying, right? Russia is buying abandoned. Hold it. Shut the fuck up. Russia is buying abandoned U.S. weapons from the Taliban for $7 billion. From the Taliban, and they're going to use them in the Ukraine. What do you think about that?
Sweet.
How many AK-47s do you think that they're going to take back that originally came from Russia?
I don't think very many because they stole the weapons from the United States military. The ones that we
you're
left.
right. Yeah.
Remember
U.S. doesn't use AKs.
when Biden fled Afghanistan, like last year.
I think. Hey, Russia's gotta. Everyone's got to cash in every now and then. Money's a money, and money is a money. So Afghans got to make their money. Russia's got to get their equipment.
I'm just trying to understand the logic here. Like we left. I'm gonna sit down. So
Surprised it took that long. I don't know.
yeah, I know. All right. So we left all these weapons in Afghanistan, right? And now the Taliban is in possession of all of the equipment, the tanks.
Wasn't getting out of Afghanistan Trump's thing though?
Yeah, but why not take all the weapons home? Like, why leave
and
them?
what? Fucking use them on ourselves or?
Scrap them or use them for the next war that we're. I don't know.
That we're gonna get. No.
Those are outdated.
Even if I was pro-Ukrainian, and I'm not pro anything there,
I think.
I would still think that these weapons would come in handy.
I think.
Instead, we left them for the enemy to purchase from the fucking Taliban.
it was a deal and I think maybe a preservation of life thing. They just want to get all living bodies out of there ASAP. But I think leaving all that shit there is irresponsible. But maybe that was a deal they made with the Taliban that you can take these things. I don't know. I wasn't in the room.
These are literally American-made weapons that are being sold to enemy forces. Like, I think that's pretty insane.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't go and make sure they took at least everything. I mean, they were there for a long time, and they can't. I mean, that's a lot of things they had there.
I think you're right. I think it was just preservation of life. They're just trying to get.
Let's just get everybody out.
Hold on. I think that the logistics could have been figured out pretty quickly, right? Like, we have this amount of inventory. Let's bring it all to one area, and then we'll bring all the planes to go and pick them up.
Pretty sure they would notice that. You know what I mean? Because it was like a real fast thing.
I remember Biden got a lot of shit for this, though. Like, when this happened, they're like, "Oh, he left all the weapons." I don't know. This is like a developing story that was announced today.
But it was, and I'll tell you, and I can't tell you how I know it, but I have a relative in the military who was in Afghanistan during that period, and his or her position there was like at a facility which they were pretty much like Amazon. Orders would come in, they would ship it out. I mean, they had infrastructure there that was just like so much more than we think or know because we're not dealing with it, but so there was a lot going on.
We're civilians.
And I think they were more so just trying to get all American bodies out of there ASAP.
All right. Well, I'm just saying maybe Donald Trump had a plan to get us out of there while taking back
Well, he
our
probably
equipment.
should have done it fucking when he was in office. Maybe he would have gotten more votes.
They cheated him out of an election, Mel.
See, but that's the thing. Biden did that shit in like his first week or something like that. Like obviously
Like 7 months in.
Was it? I don't know. Once Biden got in, I stopped paying attention. But obviously the chips were set up. Trump said he was going to do it. He didn't do it. Biden, I think, was, oh, you're right. And I think that was like a Hail Mary for him. He was trying to win some people back because he was losing ratings.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think, we left a lot of weapons there, and now they're being used against us. So whether this is funny or whether this is not, I think it's pretty insane. It just seems like something that would...
Well, they're not being used against us yet. They're being used against our allies currently.
Okay, but
new ones.
That's us. Like, we just gave them $78 billion last year. Like, that is us. Like, we have a dog in this fight very clearly. This is our money that they're taking that they just left in Afghanistan. And I'm a little upset about that.
Well, what
Go
are you
get
gonna
him
do
then.
about it?
What'd you say to me, Freddie?
Go fucking get him.
Yeah, go get him.
Fucking bitch.
Oh,
Go.
So you guys
Complaining with no solutions.
Oh, so I should go to the military and go grab these items back?
I'll go
Don't
with
even
you.
join the military. Just go
I
get
got my
him.
military jacket on.
There you go.
Okay.
Mel's halfway there, dog.
I'm fucking. Once I can grow a mustache, dude, it's over.
You're in.
I'm in.
Yeah.
They're gonna say this guy is Russian as fuck. Let him in. Give him all the guns.
Uf to me kiele, snoof to me viele.
There you
Not
go.
yet.
And he's
Yes,
gonna be my
together.
translator.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. Fuck Russia. Fuck Ukraine.
Can you
Last
say
thing.
fuck Russia in Russian? Is that a thing you could say or
No, I cannot say that. I wish I
cool.
could.
They didn't teach him that in Russian school.
Yeah. Not yet.
Also, are you a fucking secret agent? What did you just say right then?
It doesn't matter what I said,
Okay.
but I said it.
And you meant it. So
That's why I take him to
Undeniably.
Russia with me. And we get all the guns back.
Russia.
Russian.
All right. So last thing we have here that I have from viewers of the show, ending the income tax. Are you for that? Are you against that? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think.
Hold on. What does Freddie have? I want to know what Freddie has to say.
Why?
I don't know. I just.
You
What are
guys
your
are on
thoughts?
camera. What do you?
I mean, I had something to say.
yeah, go
but
for it, Mel.
Oh,
Well, no. Fuck what I got to say, right?
I was trying to embarrass Freddie.
Fred doesn't care.
He doesn't.
I don't
know
give a
anything.
fuck.
He
I
doesn't
don't know how to
any-
count to
all right,
14.
all right. Okay, continue, please.
I think I am behind that. I think I should make the money that I earn, and you're already taxing me when I spend the money, and I think that is as far as it goes. Also, as a homeowner, you're taxing me just to own property, so I think that's pretty good too. But as far as taxing me on the money that I make, I think that's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
You want to know my take? Shut up while I'm saying it. Abolish all taxes. If you can't afford to pay for the services that you need, die.
Yeah, but what about like paved roads and
That's up to
schools
them.
and shit? Like,
If I won't pave roads, I'll pay for my paved
Private
roads.
companies.
If you don't
It'd be
want
like a
paved
to-
roads,
uh,
get
So
the
like
fuck out
a
of that
neighborhood would have to hire a private company.
Every street would be like a toll road.
Okay.
That, or we would hire private companies for our own roads.
Well,
And
no, I'm talking about public spaces. What do we do about that? How do we fix that?
there's no public
bathroom?
spaces.
No?
No.
Everything's owned by something?
Everything's private. That's what I just said.
If
Make
you do
everything
that,
private.
if
You can't
you do
afford
that,
to die.
If you do that, it becomes like a private tax. It's
Yeah.
just a fee. It's like you pay your fees every month and you get to ride on the road.
Right.
That's a tax.
Except I could stay home and not pay any fees ever.
I'd rather do like the toll road model if we're going.
See, you know what? I work from home, and I'm always pretty much home or in the studio. I would definitely
gotta
be
pay
making
no
a
one's-
lot more money.
I don't have to pay any fucking roads so someone else can drive down the street or look at a tree in their neighborhood. I got to pay for my own shit. If I want a nice tree, I'll fucking go buy a nice tree with the money that's untaxed.
All right. So I think that we should abolish the income tax because it's a very unfair tax because most things are a tax because it's bad for you.
Say tax again.
Tax.
Yes.
Tax. I think every tax is bad, but the income tax I think is probably the worst because you're being disincentivized to work. You know, like they have like the fat tax, they have like the sin tax, all these other what are the taxes like in New York City on sugar? It's like 25% on any product with I don't know. There's a lot of bad taxes, but I think if they replace the income tax with a higher sales tax, I'm okay with that. You don't have to buy something.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
I can get behind
That's
that.
what I was saying.
But realistically, that sales tax is going to be very high. You're probably looking at like 45% at least on goods. But you would not have to pay an income tax.
I don't think it would be 45%.
It's going to have to be very high to, kind of
Offset.
offset. I mean, dude, I'm being taxed like fucking 37% right now. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but that goes for everything, not just shit you buy, right? So if you're fucking dividing it up, like it's not that much.
I don't know. I don't have the math in front of me. I'm not a scientician.
I can't count to
I don't
14,
know.
so
Oh, that's true.
Well, you can count to 14.
I cannot. I was lying. I was bluffing.
Fuck.
Sorry.
We got any more calls? What do we got left?
That's all the ones.
That's all we got, folks?
Yeah.
Mel, you got
Actually,
anything?
Yeah, real quick, I've been watching a lot of End of the World stuff recently.
Okay.
I got really into the Fear the Walking Dead. Have you seen that?
No.
Definitely worth a watch. It's actually a lot better than the original Walking Dead. I'll give you that. And then The Last of Us. I don't know have you ever played that game?
No, but I want to watch the show.
The show's great.
What system was The Last of Us on?
PlayStation.
Gay.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
gotta bleep that out. And so the show came out. We're 2 episodes deep so far, and it's actually really it's spot on to the game. It's great. The game's great. You could really smoke a fat ass bowl and just sit and just veg out because the whole world is you're just walking around.
Veg out.
You're picking up fucking items and things, and it's very interactive, and you submerge yourself in it, especially with your big ass TV. You'll just get into it. I would highly recommend trying that and then watching the show. Give it 2 months and wait till you have about 10 episodes and then watch the show because each episode's an hour and a half long.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah, and it ends and you're like, wait, it's over? The whole time you're just like, fuck, it's done. It's super good.
There's only 2 episodes out so far, right?
Yeah. But 2 episodes, yeah, those 2 are 2.5 hours of content. It's great. You want to take a shot here, bud? Last
Okay.
show shot?
Last show shot. Freddie, do you have any would you rathers? Do you have any you always have some sort of fun games for us. What do you have for us this evening?
Bet you won't drink half that bottle of.
I will not. No, I have work in the morning, my friend.
You don't if you quit.
Oh man.
I've been trying to get Ricky to quit his job. Just because I don't want him to work, not because of any other reason.
See, is he still working at Kroger?
Duh. Fuck, he's gonna die there.
I hope not.
He worked an overnight shift the other night.
Well, that's nice. Okay, Freddie, you have nothing for us?
No, sir, Bob.
God.
Listen to Jay-Z's The Black Album. Watch The Last of Us. Buy your Pokemon cards from Rayhan's Vault. We'll put the website here. Boom.
Do you have a deal with them or?
They just keep giving me money to bring them up on the show.
You're not sharing any of this money.
Oh, I mean, you're not bringing them up.
I didn't know that this was. Is this a solo endorsement deal that you have, Mel?
I've been thinking about putting out my own.
Should we tell him now? We actually.
Oh.
We cut you out. So
I'm out of the show.
I mean, you could still be
You're on
on
the
the show,
show.
but you're
not with the Pokemon Connect.
your name's off.
So you guys are like the only ones that are actually making money off this show?
Well, since we made $1 million last year, we just decided.
He didn't
to
tell you about
split
the
that.
$1 million?
Oh, you didn't hear about that? I
Oh,
thought Mel was supposed to. Dude, I can't count to 14. I can't keep track of shit.
I thought you were telling him about the $1 million. Yeah,
we were wondering why he was still here.
We've got tons of sponsors.
Do we?
Yeah, I mean,
We
I'm
do.
constantly bringing them up.
This is news to me.
Well, we got Fleshlight for a couple months. I don't know if you were there for that.
This is fucked up, guys. I mean,
well, next week we will be underwater. We'll be in an aquarium. We're gonna go to the Aquarium of the Pacific and shoot there, and it's gonna be great. We're just gonna be hanging out and having guests. We're gonna have some reptiles from Jake. What else, Jake?
we've got all sorts of stuff. Jesus Christ. How much money have I lost out on?
Just this week or overall? Because $1 million.
It's like
Unless
get
you want
to
overall,
cut
then
the
we gotta
tension
calculate
with a
that.
knife.
We're going to be at the Aquarium of the Pacific, guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
You got to bust your way there. We're taking your car. There.
Why is that?
Yeah, we got to use your car.
How does that? Okay, well, I'm going to. It's
Oh,
my
that's
car.
part of the deal when we signed. So.
Yeah,
Can I
remember
see
that time I
can
asked
I see that
you?
paperwork real quick?
It was like I was like, we got some fans there, and I had you sign that. That was the agreement.
autographs.
Yeah, the autographs. We were doing autographs.
You caught me.
You didn't think about it when you were initial here.
Yeah, I thought that was
sign
kind of
here?
weird. Like Mel gave me, he's like, just eat this totally normal cookie, and it was like there was like shrooms and,
then remember
fucking
that-
edibles in it, and
that
then he had me sign a
e-sign?
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and then I sent you an e-sign, and that wasn't just.
I remember
to-
that you sent me the e-sign, and you're like, "Hey, let me see your phone real quick," and then you grabbed the phone out of my hand and you clicked a bunch of things. Yeah. I do remember. I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
what
he
that
knows. As long as he knows, we're in the clear.
I mean, and it's on video now.
I'm still a little unclear on how
4K.
you guys. Why do you guys need my car?
Oh no, we own it. So it's not we don't need it.
Yeah,
we just have it.
it's just
so.
we get to use it whenever we want. Really.
Anyways, 949-229-2215.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what other things we should take from Jake.
We'll let you know Jake doesn't kill us.
I'm crying behind these glasses.
Good friends go bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.